Everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of The Finishing Blow. Hopefully you guys are having a good week. My week has been pretty good, and if you've been following the site, it has been a week of Donnie Yen news. So a lot of good stuff for Donnie Yen fans, as well as people who are not. But I think I have something for everybody. So let's just kick off this week and see everything that was on the site. So first off, there was a teaser trailer for Donnie Yen's Monkey King film. Now, I'm not that huge of a fan of this film. It doesn't look that great. Donnie looks kind of weird as the Monkey King, but at the same time, it's really interesting to see him. I can't talk right now. It's really interesting to see him play such a lighthearted character. I think it's something very different, something that's going to be refreshing for people, especially people have been following Donnie for such a long time. I think that's great. I just don't know how the folklore is going to work for Donnie and how it's really CG heavy, and it really depends on how quality those images are. And Donnie looks kind of weird as the Monkey King, I must say. But we'll get back to the Monkey King in a little bit. But yes, there's a new teaser trailer, so check it out if you have not seen it yet. And let me know what your opinion is on it, if you're excited for it or if you're not. I know that Stephen Chow's Journey to the West just came out recently, so is it too soon, or is it different enough that you're okay with it? Let me know. All right, so next up. Did an article for a trailer, about a trailer for a film called Barrio Brawler, I guess is how you pronounce it, Barrio. But anyways, it's an indie film, and the action looks really, really solid. It looks like a good film. The fights look great. The storyline's not that amazing, but it's really the fights that sell it, and I said this in the article as well, but I got a very Undisputed vibe from it, which is fantastic. I loved Undisputed. The two films, not the one with Wesley Snipes as much. But I think that it's a good film, and I think it's going to be really, really awesome. So you guys should definitely check it out. Click the video to see the whole trailer and find out what I'm talking about. Some pretty sick moves in there, so highly recommend it. Great job to everybody who worked on that film because it looks fantastic. Okay, so back to Donnie Yen now. Some news on some of his upcoming films. Now, this first one may not happen anymore, but I'm going to go ahead and address it anyways. There were apparently talks about Ip Man 3 still happening. I don't know if that's the case anymore. As of right now, it sounds like the talks have fallen apart. But when I wrote the article, they were still saying that it's something hopeful. But it really depends on the director. If Wilson's not going to direct the film, Donnie's not going to be in it. It's as simple as that. And I don't think Wilson's that passionate about this film. So we'll see what happens. I just hope it's not something tacked on at the end that everybody involved is actually excited for the film and wants to do it, because if they don't, then don't even bother. Do something different, do something new. It doesn't have to be a trilogy. It really doesn't. Not all movies have to end in 3s or 5s or anything like that, so a sequel is enough. And I'm not saying that because I don't like the films. I do enjoy them, but part of the reason why I like them is because of the passion that's put into it. So whatever. But speaking of which, a movie that I've been really interested in but have not heard a lot about is Special Identity. Now, this movie sounds like it's coming out, according to Donnie, in October, which, if that's the case, we should be seeing a trailer here pretty soon because it's right around the corner in, movie world. So I would be surprised if they wait too much longer to release a trailer, and pretty sure it's going to be awesome. A lot of people have been comparing this movie to, Flashpoint, SPL. If that is the case, I cannot wait to see what Donnie has to offer. It looks, just the images and everything just look amazing. So cannot wait for that one. And then lastly, going back to the Monkey King, Donnie's not doing a sequel. He said that he was in makeup for about 5 hours every day to be the Monkey King, and there's no way he's going to do that again. So granted, everybody says that, and then if the movie becomes a huge hit, he will be eating his own words, but like I said, I'm not that excited about this film to begin with, so I can deal without it. But it sounds like you shouldn't hold too much interest in a sequel. Hopefully they didn't set it up for one. That'd be really funny if they set it up for one and then Donnie was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing a sequel. So anyways, so again, I got some more Donnie Yen news that I get to talk about. So Donnie Yen week for sure if you're a fan. Who isn't a Donnie Yen fan? I'm sure there's people out there who don't like Donnie Yen. But anyways. Another insane post, I guess you could say, was the fight of the week this week, if you want to call it that. I actually talked about 3 separate fights, so if you have not seen it, please check out the fight or fights of the week. I featured Martial Club, which was their second episode. Actually, everything was a second episode, I believe. Steel Wolf, and then The Duel with Vlad doing the directing again, and it's amazing. Actually, all three videos are really amazing and just very different in tone. I liked all of them equally because I'm not playing favorites, but you should definitely check them all out. I like them, and what better way to spend the summer day than to watch people beat the crap out of each other? So that should be a tagline somewhere. All right, next up. Behind the scenes videos for Man of Tai Chi. Now, I don't know how you guys feel about this movie. I'm really excited for it, and the more I watch, the more excited I get. Now, Man of Tai Chi could be bad, it could be good. A lot of it hinges on the story. And if you watch the behind the scenes video, which I thought was interesting, was Tiger actually came up with the whole story of Man of Tai Chi. And then went to Keanu and was like, hey, can we do this? And after talking for a while, Keanu was the one who knew the source material the most, and so he decided to become a director for the film. I think that's awesome. Obviously, Keanu couldn't play the main character, so he plays the main villain while also working on the camera, which I think is awesome. So if you want to check it out, there's some great behind-the-scenes videos. I can't wait for this movie to come out. It needs to come out soon because I will be waiting in line at the theater. There probably won't be a line, actually, because I think a lot of people are going to be underestimating this film. I may be overestimating it. Maybe it's better just to estimate it. But I just feel like a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's Keanu Reeves, and so it's not going to be that great. And it's the unit, you know. It's not just Keanu. It's the camera system. It's Yen Pink's choreography. It's everybody's martial arts capabilities. One of my favorite things in the video is they're talking about when Tiger uses Tai Chi to fight an MMA fighter. And they pretty much alluded to being a ballet dancer dancing on stage with like a break dancer. And that's pretty much what it is. It's two very different styles. And I'm really excited to see how they use that. And then you got Iko, which they've been kind of like teasing Iko, but they've been showing a lot, which you know that they're playing their cards right. So anyways, looks awesome. I can't wait to see Man of Tai Chi. Next up, Donnie Yen, again, because why not, right? So Impact Online did an interview with Donnie, and they asked a lot of great questions, and I tried not to post too many of their questions on my article because it's their interview and they're the ones that conducted it. But what's really interesting is the fact that like Donnie actually hasn't said no to Expendables 3. It may happen, I'm not saying that he will, but he said that he was too busy for Expendables 2, but he's still interested in doing an Expendables film. So, given the world that we're in now, and the fact that Sylvester Stallone has been tweeting all these different actors for different roles, I wouldn't be that surprised if, you know, in the next coming weeks you see Stallone tweeting Donnie Yen or getting in touch with him to see if he actually wants to do a role in it. Because, let's be honest, they have so many little cameos that they could fit Donnie in there somewhere. So, even if he played like a bad guy, he plays a good bad guy. And apparently in Hollywood films, they still kind of typecast him for that, I guess you could say. So, it's possible that Donnie could be a bad guy and see him square off against somebody. Still don't think Jet Li's going to be in the third one. I could talk about the Expendables. It's too spoilery. But I don't know. I might do that in a separate video. But I think that a certain character should have died in place of another character. If that makes any sense without going into too many spoilers for the people who have not seen it. But I don't know. That might be another video for another day. We'll see what happens if you guys are interested about that. I have a theory about the Expendables, which I may have actually talked about, but I don't think I did. Okay, lastly, before I ramble for the rest of my life, Jackie Chan's First Strike got a review this week, and I actually wanted to watch something else, but Jackie Chan seems to be my go-to reviews when I run out of time for things, which this week was a very intense week for me. A lot of things happened, but check out my review for Jackie Chan's First Strike. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really obsessed with this movie, and I don't know why. It's like unhealthy. I used to watch this movie to death. I had it on VHS, and I have it on DVD, and I used to watch it all the time. Like, I don't think there's a certain scene that I like more than another. I used to watch like the snowboarding scene and the fighting with the ladder underwater. The part where he gets hit by a car on stilts. It's not like everything. So it's a great film. It's got Nathan Jones in it, if you guys have not seen that. He's one of the thugs that attacks Jackie's apartments. Obviously, the gigantic blonde-haired guy. That's Nathan Jones. So, fun fact if you did not know that. So, anyways, review, Jackie Chan's First Strike, and that's everything I did for the week. But let me show you guys something just real quick. It's not something like too exciting, but it's exciting for me. So, over the week, I actually got a new phone. I got a Samsung Galaxy. Yeah, I know. Check this out. It's not even martial arts. I've totally got Dragon Ball on there because I'm a nerd. So, you guys might wonder why that's such a big deal. Well, here's my old phone. So, yeah, slides up. This is my old phone. I've had this for 2 years now. Finally got to upgrade. So, I'm trying to be more interconnected with you guys socially. Hopefully, I'll be able to respond to things faster. If you guys email me, message me, things like that. I'm hoping I'll have a faster response time. I'm not promising anything right now because I have no idea how these phones work. It's insane how much stuff they can do nowadays. But I'm trying. I promise I'm trying so that I can be more connected with you guys. It's really for the site is the reason why I got it. So I can post YouTube videos when I see trailers. I don't have to be at home. Because a lot of times right now I have to wait till after I get off work and go home and then find out what's online, find out what's big, and then follow up. And that tends to lead to later write-ups for articles. And so I'm going to try and kind of work my way around that. And also, you know how easy it would have been to do the finishing blow videos way back in the day if I had a phone like that? I might do a vlog style something just for fun, just so I can try it with this. Oh my gosh, it would have been so easy. I think I showed you guys this, but just in case you haven't seen it, let me show you the other camera that I used to use. So this was like, I won't say the original camcorder that I used for the finishing blow, but when I went to HD on the finishing blow, that's what I used. So I could